Hello, everybody. Hello, KLOTZ family. This is Juan García-Herreros, also known as Snow Owl. And today we are in Munich, in Olympia Halle. We are on tour with Hans Zimmer Live. And all the people at KLOTZ have come here to check out the rig and asked me to show you a little breakdown of how I'm using their cables in a touring situation. So, my first memory of KLOTZ, and this is a very special memory for me, is I was in Iridium Jazz Club in New York City. I was visiting my good friend TM Stevens, and TM told me about the cables. And every time that I look down at my pedal board and I see, for example, this orange cover here at the ends of the cables, that was so signature to TM. And every time I think about him, and I always have him in my heart, miss him to death. And he's the reason why I started using the cables. So I've got on my wireless here, there's this very, very beautiful cable that they put together for me. Works amazing. I love that it's muting when you're unplugging out, or the safe switch, or however you guys call it. So nobody gets a horrible sound in their monitors if you pop out by mistake. So that's always a wonderful safety to have. From the transmission, the cables that we even did the comparison, we had a much better mid-range transmission using this cable. So once I used it, I didn't go back. It's on my other 6-string bass as well. If you see right here, if you see it there on the bottom. And this is a 5-string Ibanez, and this is a 6-string Neubauer custom Snow Owl bass. The signal is then sent out over the wireless. It comes into the pedal board right here through the RF return. And then we're patching. I loved the different lengths of KLOTZ for patching my pedal board. It made it so easy. I was able to order different lengths directly with them. And it goes into the Cortex, where I have all my presets for every movie. Every soundtrack has a specific preset that we created. This one in particular is, if you've seen the latest F1 movie, I had the honor of doing that with Hans. And for example, the preset here says he's flying. That's one of the lines from the movie that they mention. And you won't be able to hear it all how it's meant to be, but at least you get a little preview of the bass line. For example. And that's the driving synth bass line that is on that soundtrack that everybody's hearing when they watch the F1 races and the movie. So that gets mixed up with a lot of different distortions. It gets sent out 3, sometimes 4 signals. And the way I'm routing that to the dark glass amp is through the Rupert Neve DI. And then, of course, splitter from Lele. That's very important for having a clean signal when you're splitting and sending it out, and not having any grounding noise or phase issues. If you have any phase issues, you can flip them there, which is amazing. Another cable that I'm using here on the Bode bass. This is the bass that I used for both Dune movies. And a lot of people know that from all the Sandworm and all the Harkonnen stuff. That all the bad guys, they always make me the bad guy. I don't know why, but that's what Hollywood always asks for. That's what they get. Um, so the variety of what I'm doing, switching between electric, sound design, bowing. Sometimes I have to be like a cello. Sometimes I have to be a double bass. Sometimes I have to be a driving bass. That's a lot of demand for a live situation and in studio as well. And without, coloring this in any way, as honest as possible, I've never in 6 years on this pedal board changed one cable. They've lasted. They don't break. They sound amazing. They work it throughout the whole rig. It's like a set and forget situation. And the same thing is in my studio when we're doing all the remote recordings. It's all KLOTZ cables, the XLRs. Um, the splitters. Basically, that's the only thing that I rely on for all of my sound process. So yeah, iPad for, you know, watching football games during the match. No, I'm kidding. That's basically my layout here. There's a page turner, carbon bow. That's important because the traditional wooden bows can suffer when you're on tour. So it's good to have carbon bows will last easier to travel with. If there's anything else, this is completely wired with KLOTZ, and it's gonna stay that way forever. So really quick, I just want to give a tremendous shout out to Ollie here. He is my pit stop. Every time something goes wrong, he is running up and down like crazy. This is the best guy ever. So
Thank you.
You need a good tech, and if you need one, you can't have him. He's mine.
Thank you.